It's a new day and the internet is in an uproar because the Streamer Wars just happened. They happened last night, but I didn't cover it till today because I didn't watch it. I do not really care to watch Streamer Awards. I don't care to watch award shows in general just because I think they're so dumb. I don't need to see people put themselves on a pedestal, show off how much money they have. I don't really think that's necessary. But this was on a whole different level because the amount of cringe that came out of this award show was astonishing. I couldn't tell if they were trying to make it something serious or playful because the production value that everyone is pointing out was awful. I see the clips online. I've opened up Twitter and saw the stuff that was happening, and there's a lot to take in. Obviously, one of the big things that people are talking about is the whole thing with Fan and the jokes that she made to Kai Cenat over like the Diddy jokes. So I'll play a clip of that just so you know what I mean. I'm sure you've seen it already, but it's so cringe every single time I see it.
So congratulations to you. Oh, and also congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
If you all gonna be on the mic, now turn this mic, now turn this shit on, turn this shit on. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny.
I thought it was.
Have a good.
Being compared to Diddy is a pretty big thing to joke about. And I'm all for, really offensive jokes. I think they have their time and place, but for some reason this one just did not stick well. I think everyone could agree that it was a really cringe thing to see, the kind of jokes that Fan was making. And I know it's like trying to rile up the crowd, do like a whole troll thing, or just get some sort of drama out there. But none of the jokes were funny. I don't think they were at all. These people are not stand-up comedians. They're people who sit in their room all day and stream nonsense. And the jokes were getting so heated that they had to make an announcement saying that they were just jokes.
All right, it feels like we're getting loose, we're warming up, we're having a good time, and I just want to remind you guys that everything we say tonight is a joke, okay? Especially after some of you talk to Fan. I know that people are gonna take moments from tonight and clip them out of context and make it look like there's drama, and that always happens. But I would never set you guys up for something like that.
It was like watching a fun experiment, putting all these people who do not interact with anyone out in the world in one big room and see how they interact with one another. And you see that from time to time throughout the little tidbits here. If people were on the mic or they did something like make a speech, it was just completely awkward. I think the one clip that was also going around is Rakai doing his whole introduction as a streamer, and he did not know how to introduce himself or anything. He was just saying, I don't know, I just stream. It's like, introduce yourself, say your name, say what you stream about, something. It's just little stuff like that. Now, obviously, because it was a production like this, there are going to be some faults to a T here, because I think Cutie Cinderella funded the whole project. And I'm not saying she did a terrible job. I'm saying that there's stuff you can critique on or maybe learn from if you want to make this thing better, because there was just a whole lot of production issues going on all over the place from the clips that I saw. There was that one instance where they put that random guy, I don't know who he was, but for like the HoloLive thing where you just see his face and it just says HoloLive on the top of it. I thought that was kind of funny. I thought it was a nice little joke that was actually kind of interesting. It was kind of funny, but I think there was a lot of drama going on in this whole thing. Maybe it was planned out. People love internet drama. So you see that one girl run up on stage and say Rakai should have won Best Breakout Streamer. I'm pretty sure she got kicked out right after.
Hello. Real quick, y'all. I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out. Blah, 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 blah.
And the other thing I thought was funny was how Burnt Peanut won VTuber of the Year. I thought that was really funny. A lot of people seem to not do it. I think that was just the VTuber gooners out there saying that, oh, this person should have won. This person's not even a real VTuber. It's a disgrace. It's a spit in the face to all VTuber fans or the people who were nominated. But I don't think it's something to get upset about. I think it's kind of funny. I consider VTubing to just be having any type of virtual avatar. It can be anything from, I guess, your standard anime girl or guy or toilet or fish, whatever you want to use for it. That's considered VTubing. I know he says he's not a VTuber, and I think he said he wanted to just get voted to win to make everyone mad, and I think that's funny. I think that is a really good way to promote yourself. Just doing it so you can piss people off is something that I really find hilarious. So congratulations to Burnt Peanut, you accomplished your goal, and honestly, props to him. He did a really good job with that one. And not that they matter to me, but I think everyone worked hard for these awards. Best gaming streamer went to Queso. I thought that was great. He does some pretty good stuff. He's likable for a reason. He plays a lot of good games. He's very charismatic. So I can see why he won that award. So congrats to all of those people. And then they also had the occasional gambling ads going on. Of course, that's what it is. Everyone loves their gambling promotions. So a lot of people called them out on that too. Overall, this whole experience was just so cringe. They kept giving these people the mic. The stuff that they said was just all over the place. I think someone even talked about beating his meat in one of the pre-show interviews, so that was pretty interesting. And I'm not saying that Cutie Cinderella's at fault for all of this. I know she hosted the event, but it's a pretty daunting task. It's a big production. You have to deal with everything like the camera stuff, the people who are doing the announcing, the hosts, the guests, everything from top to bottom is a pretty tough thing to do. And there's also these controversies going around that some people were in the nominations because they were friends of the people running the show and that they wanted to give them shout outs or try and help them get an award, which I could probably see from that. It's not unheard of, but I think everyone needs to realize as a whole, especially streamers, that we do not need award shows. Award shows are just next level embarrassment for cringe and bad moments that no one will be able to recover from. You're gonna get memed on from the internet from day in and day out for the next month probably, or maybe a few days. I don't know how long this is gonna dissipate for, but it's pretty bad. I know they're gonna go into those Twitch chats, especially the people who are running the show, and say stuff like, oh, you said this, you were such a cringe person, you did all that. Now, thankfully, I'm free from that because even though I do stream on Twitch and on here, I was not nominated for an award. It's a sad thing to see, but nah, I don't really do award shows. If it ever comes to a time where they keep doing these awards and I do get nominated for something, I'm not saying it will happen, but if that was the case, you better believe I'd be skipping that shit so fast. I would not want to be in a room full of people who are just not as funny as you would think they are in real life. Streaming is a whole thing where you try and entertain yourself from one spot. You're a one-man show. When you're doing that with a bunch of people in one big spot, it's not going to be what you think it is. They don't know how to interact or make jokes. So it was a pretty bad time. And maybe it's just me getting older. Maybe I realize that some of these things are not as funny what they used to be, or maybe it's just for a younger audience. I know that a lot of these streamers are catering to younger audiences, but to me, it's just, nah. I think a lot of people can agree with that too. So yeah, the streamer awards happened. They were bad. They were cringe. Not much to say there, but maybe they'll learn from it. Maybe they'll learn to not have an award show for these kind of things and just leave it to the professionals so that they can make fun of themselves and everyone can roast them. I don't know. I just see award shows as a way for the rich to get richer and everyone who's rich and famous to just pat themselves on the back and inflate their egos. Not to say that everyone is like that, but a lot of times that's usually what it is. Because there's a lot of good people out there who do make some great content on the streaming platforms. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. And then thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll talk to you later. See ya.